Hi, everybody, and welcome back. We're continuing our stretches to combat corporate body damage. And today we're working on the chest area. And the point of this is to open up the upper back and shoulder area. A lot of us experience a lot of tension right through here at the top of the shoulders when you're sitting at a desk or when you're sitting all day, because everything we do requires us to bring our arms and shoulders forward. And you can see that when you do that, your arms and shoulders go forward. And then on top of that, we don't have great posture, so we're kind of rounded up the top. And this causes the front muscles, the chest muscles, the pectorals, to actually shorten. And when that happens, you'll see that the back muscles actually have to lengthen and spread out. What that means is that these guys back here are being overused to the point of fatigue. And that's why you start to get that pain, that burning sensation or that dull ache back in here, and it makes you want to stretch out this way. Well, you know, this can help momentarily, but if you really want to combat the problem, you need to bring your shoulders back. And to do that, you've got to lengthen the chest. And open these guys back up so that the shoulders will naturally go back. Sorry, my cat is playing with my toes. And I'm working on this so that you guys can see. But what we're going to do is concentrate on, like I said, the pectoral muscles. And they start about right here. And then they they connect to the edge of the breastbone. And then they connect right here in the shoulders. So there's 3 points that we have to stretch to do those, to properly lengthen that tissue. So what you're going to do, keeping your hands and your fingers together, you're going to point them behind you and place your palm flat on the wall. You want a straight line from your wrist to your shoulder and from your shoulder to your hip to your feet. And I know you can't see that, and I apologize, but right now my feet are pointed straight. My toes are pointed straight ahead. When you're here and you're comfortable, you're not leaning or leaning away from the wall or towards the wall. You're here, and then you're going to bring your toes out about 45 degrees. Just kind of shift them over from here to here. And then you're just going to use your waist, and you're going to turn away from the wall. And you're going to see that that opens all that up. Now, be very careful that you're not hyperextending your elbow, so be aware of that. You don't want any pain in this joint or in the wrist or in the shoulder. So it's just a gentle turning away for 1 1,000, 2 1,000, and back. And again, it's the same pattern that we used last time. 2 seconds each, 6 times, 6 repetitions. And you're just going as far as you can go, and then bring in a little bit more to the party, 1 to 2 pounds of pressure. And then after 6 times here, you're going to go, for instance, here you're at 3 o'clock if you're looking at the clock. Then you're going to go up to 2. And you might have to come in just a little bit closer to the wall to make sure that you still got that straight line going down the body. Feet are still pointed at a 45-degree angle away from parallel to the wall. And then you're just going to do the same thing. 1 1,000, 2 1,000. 1 1,000, 2 1,000. 6 times. So that gets that gets 2 points at the pecs, and then from 3 o'clock we're going to go down 10 degrees to 4 o'clock and get that bottom one. 1 1,000, 2 1,000. 2 1,000, 2 1,000. Again, 6 times. And then of course you're going to repeat on the other side. That's going to open those pec muscles. You're going to feel your shoulders come back. You're going to feel a release of tension back here in the neck. And again, this is something that you should do every day. It's not an athletic stretch. You don't do it to prepare for a certain activity. You do this every day to remind that muscle tissue of its full range of motion. You're increasing the length of that tissue, and that takes time. You didn't get this tension and this rounded posture overnight. You're not going to correct it overnight. So, this is something that you can very easily do in the shower, and who couldn't use a couple extra minutes in the shower in the morning? I don't want to go out there either. So, but just be very careful that you're not in a position to slip in the shower because we don't want that to happen. You can also, if for some reason having your arm fully extended is uncomfortable for you, you can use a door frame. And what you would do, the door's not open, of course, but the door frame would be here. Fully support that arm up against the door frame. Make sure you've got your straight line here. I'm trying to see if you guys can see this. I apologize that I don't have a professional cameraman. But same thing. You're just going to turn. And this may need to be where you start out. And then when you think that these are not feeling very stretchy anymore, then you can come out and extend the arm. So we've got that. And there's one more that you want to do, and the muscle is called the teres muscle. And there's two of them, and they come underneath the pecs, and they attach back here underneath the shoulder blade, or beside the shoulder blade. And they really help position the scapula. And when they get tight, they pull the scapula down and to the side. So they would be pulling this direction, which really pulls up here at the top. So the very simple stretch for this, you're standing comfortably and you look at the point across the room where the ceiling and the wall meet. You want to look at that corner, and you're doing that to make sure that you're keeping your head and neck straight. You don't want your head and neck involved in this at all. You're going to take your fingers and lace them behind your head like this, keeping your chin up, keeping your neck straight. And I'm going to do this sideways so you can see. And I'm looking at where the ceiling meets the wall across the room. And then we're going to go up and back for 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. This is very awkward when you first start to do it. But what you're doing is using these muscles here to stretch out, to finish stretching out the chest muscles and the side of those scapulas. And that's just a muscle that we very rarely get to stretch, because how often are you in that position? Think about that. You don't do it very often, most people. So again, 2 seconds each repetition, 6 repetitions total. Once a day. That's going to open all this up. It's going to open this up in here. It's going to relieve so much tension in the neck and shoulders, which is going to lead to less stress headaches. It's going to lead to less restriction in this shoulder girdle, in these bones, and it will actually eventually lead to less tingling and fatigue and even some carpal tunnel syndrome symptoms in the wrists or in the elbows and the fingers, because when we're forward and we're down, all of these bones, all these ribs and the collarbone, they're clamped together. We're looking down and those muscles start to shorten. They shorten this way and everything closes in. Well, you've got spinal nerves that come here and go in between those bones, out through the shoulders and down into the arms and hands. You've got the medial nerve and the ulnar nerve that innervate your hands. So when you're typing, when you're texting, when you're mousing, when you're driving, all of that is forward. Those nerves get what's called restricted. It's not necessarily nerve damage. Very rarely is it nerve damage. It's just that the space that they're supposed to have is not there. So they can't do their job properly. So that's when you start to get the cold fingers, the numbness, the aching, that kind of thing. So these stretches will, the neck stretches from last time and the chest stretches from this time will all help to alleviate those symptoms. Again, if you've already got these symptoms going on, if they're affecting your daily life, always see your doctor before you start anything. But these are something simple that you can try once or twice, very gently, to see if that's going to help. And then you can also talk to your doctor, show him this video, save the video and show it, see if he agrees that these will help. But again, if you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to give some more specific instructions or some more specific advice. Just let me know what you're looking for or what you're experiencing, and I'll be happy to talk about it on one of our future Facebook Lives. Like I said, we're doing these every 2 weeks, Tuesday at 11 a.m. And before we go today, I did want to remind everybody that for the month of February with Elementals Massage, we're partnering with Middle Tennessee Boxer Rescue, which is a rescue group located between Brentwood and Franklin. And they specialize in rescuing and rehoming boxer dogs, which, as you know, I have 2 of them and I love them desperately. And you may have heard one of them talking to me and trying to help in the background while we were talking. But for the month of February, every table massage that I perform in the month of February will equal a $5 donation to MTBR. You can look at their information at mtbr.org. Middle Tennessee Boxer Rescue, mtbr.org. See some of their adoptables, learn about them, see what they're doing and how they do it. They're a fabulous organization. We have adopted 2 dogs from them so far and plan on continuing to do work when we get ready to add to our family. Sorry, I'm watching boxer yoga over here. But we are donating at the end of the month. I'll be tallying up all of my massages, table massages that I've given for the month of February, between February 1 and February 28th. And all of that at the end of the month, that will result in $5 a piece. And then we will be donating that to Middle Tennessee Boxer Rescue to help them rescue these wonderful, beautiful dogs and take care of them and make sure that the fosters are provided for and that any medical issues are helped paying for. If you have any questions, let me know. You can shoot me a message on Facebook. Please feel free to private message me. You can contact me via my website, elementalsmassage.com, or you can shoot me a text. The number is 615-212-9343. But try these stretches out. Let me know how they work for you. Let me know what's going on with you. Let me know if the stretches are working. And if you have any questions about the stretches or how to do them, I'll be happy to answer them. And until next Tuesday, 2 weeks, not this coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, we'll get together and do this again. Guys, have a great day. See you soon.